like we've come to the end of the road. There's no point running away now. I'd rather sleep until the sun is cold. She'd rather be shooting at me now. I know it will end up in anger. I don't think you want to just make it older. Saying the words into fire. I don't think that bullets will bring back desire. Your good covenant's not enough. She'd rather be safe in days now. I'd rather be she'd rather be burning it all now. I know we will end up in anger. I don't think we grew up, we just became older. She's aiming her words ready to fire. I don't think that bullets will bring back desire.
Does he say those things, then shut me out? Got no clue what you have found. I'm a rose, but you can't reach out. It's